Hari Om. Namaste Sharade Devi Saraswati Mati Prade Vasatvam Mama Jivhagre Sarva Vidya Pradabhava Sarva Vidya Pradabhava. Hari Om. Welcome you all to yet another session of Malavikagnimitram. This is Ola Sanskrit Sahitya-rasa series, open learning for all. And we are reading the first maiden drama of Kavi Kalidasa called Malavikagnimitram. For 2 acts are over, and we have seen in the 3rd act we just started that king had seen Malavika, her beautiful dance and her music, her beauty. He is enamored by that and he is purely in love with her. But Malavika, the poor girl, is protected by king's queen, the Jeshta, Mahishi, Dharini, and therefore she can't be seen by the king anymore. So the main scene here starts, Tatah Pravishati Kamayamana Avastha Raja Vidushakascha. So the Raja enters, King Agnimitra, along with Vidushaka, and how he enters? Kamayamana Avastha. Kamayamana Avastha. See, in the Kama Shastra and in the Natya Shastra, Bharat also has given, and various commentators like Mallinatha, they have talked about the 10 different stages of love. So first you see, and then there is a chintana, the smarana, there is a longing, autsukya, utkantha, so many things, and naturally, because there is no milana, no meeting with the beloved, the lover and the beloved both look pale. There is vaivaranya, varanasya abhavaha, vigataha varanaha, vaivaranya, paleness all over the body. They get emaciated, krishatva or karsha, that is also panchami avastha in the madana avastha. So kamayamana avastha, that means the king is not in his regular good self, vigorous and very, enthusiastic and all that. He is little bit dull and upset, little bit anxious to meet, and he doesn't know what are the ways to meet Malavika. Raja Atmanam Vilokya Shariram Kshamam Syat Asati Dayita Lingana Sukhe Bhavet Sasram Chakshuhu Kshanam Apinasa Drishyate iti Taya Sarangaksha Tvamasina Kadachid Virahitam Prasakte Nirvane Hridaya Paritapam Vahasikim. Beautiful verse, He says that I can understand if Dayita, one who you wish to meet, one who you wish to, long to meet and have union with. Dayita alangana sukhe asati. If there is no occasion to have an embrace or a hug from the beloved, then shariram kshamam syad, the body will become krisha. I can understand. Sharira may go, little emaciated if there is no sukha, no joy, no happiness of Dayita Alingana. I understand that. Bhave sasram chakshuhu kshanamapi nasa drishyate iti. Because I can't see her, even for a moment, my eye may get filled with tears. That is also understandable, right? So my sharira getting krisha and my eye getting filled with tears, I can understand that. But oh my heart, oh hridaya, you are never ever, even for a moment, separated from the thought of that girl, that Sarangakshi, prasakte nirvane hridaya paritapam vahasikim. Then why should you grieve? Oh my heart, you have never ever been away from the thought of that Sarangakshi, the doe-eyed, the Harinakshi, the Mrigakshi, okay, the doe-eyed one. Then why are you having that chinta? You are always with the thought of her. Why should you are never separated. Like my body gets separated from my beloved and therefore it gets pressure. My eye can't see her, my eyes can't see her. There is a separation. Therefore, it is quite natural that they get filled with tears. But oh, my heart, you are always associated with the thought of that Mrigakshi. Taya sarangaksha, tvamapi, na kadachit virahitam. Not even for a second you are separated from her. Then why paritapam vahasi? Why are you so grieving? Why are you so anxious? Very beautiful verse. There is a virodha also, right? I mean, the beloved is there in the heart, and yet the heart pines to see her. Is there any viraha? No. Then why should he pine or long to see her? Right. So that is the viraha. Now here the word sarangakshi has been used by Kalidasa. And I tell you, Sanskrit is such a beautiful, wherever there is an occasion, I go on enumerating the enriching language that Sanskrit is. There is not only one meaning of the word saranga. Sarangakshi is translated by all as the doe-eyed one, the Mrigakshi, the Harinakshi. But I may tell you, if you look in the dictionary meaning, take, for example, V.S. Apte's dictionary, the basic one also for the students' dictionary, there are more than 20 meanings of saranga. More than 20 meanings. This is what Yaska calls at Naigama Kanda or Aikapadika Kanda. These are the homonyms. Normally, we are, discussing the synonyms, right? There are many words having the same meaning. Like Gauhu, Vashma, Dhara, Prithvi, Mahi, Prithvi Namadhe, yani various words giving one meaning. Here is one word giving various meanings. This is called homonym, and there are so many homonyms. And I may tell you the different meanings of this word saranga. Very wonderful. You know how the language teaches us the richness, the richness of the language we come through. For example, Amarakosha also says saranga is mrige, chatake, pumsi, etc., etc. It is called chataka also. I may take you to Meghaduta's one line. Sarangaste jalalava muchaha suchayishanti margam. Kalidasa says there, the Yaksha tells the Megha, the cloud messenger, that Sarangaha te margam suchayishanti. And there, the word Sarangaha, Mallinatha, the commentator, has interpreted as Chataka, the bird, elephant, Brahmara, and deer. 4 meanings are applicable there. Let us see one by one what are the meanings and how the etymology differs. Right? The same etymology can't work for everything, every meaning, right? So when it means Chataka, Saram is like the transposition of the syllables, it is Rasa. Rasa is Jala. Saram, Jalam, Dehi, iti Gayati, iti Sarangaha nama Chataka. Chataka subsists only on the rainwater. And therefore, whenever Chataka sees a cloud, the Chataka will demand, oh, Jalam Dehi, Jalam Dehi. So, Saram, Rasam, Jalam, Dehi iti Yachate, Gayati, iti Sarangaha nama Chatakaha. For a deer, Saram, nama Sharam, spotted, Angam Asya, iti Sarangaha nama Mrigaha, Harinaha. Saram Angam, a spotted deer, Shabalitam, okay? Then this elephant is also called Saranga because elephants love the Jalakrida, right? They love the water sports. So Saram, Jalam, Gachati, iti Sarangaha, Nama Gajaha. Sara, Ga. So that Ga could be from Gai Gayati, Ga could be from Gama Gachati, or Anga you take Sara Anga, then Anga is the body. So how you split the words and the meaning comes forth, okay? Interestingly, night is called Saranga, night, because it looks so beautiful with so many nakshatras, so many stars. It's a star-studded night. So Shabalitatvad, Sarangaha Nama Nisha or Ratrihi also. And Sara is Shobhana. Sara is good, okay? So Saranga also means gold. Suvaranatvat, because it has a very good color. Suvarana. It is called Suvarana, by the way. Suvarana is Kanaka. But what is Suvarana? Shobhanaha, Varanaha. It is Suvarana. So Suvaranatvat, Sarangam Nama Kanakam as well. Saranga is earth because Shara, variegated, colorful. And therefore earth is colorful. Tasmat, Prithvi. It is light also. It is night also. It is light also. See, this is the beauty of the language. This is ornament because again Suvaranatvat. You may remember a musical instrument called sarangi, right? Sarangi. That also because saram gayati, it produces very beautiful notes, melodies, and therefore it is called saranga or sarangi. Then it is called sandal also is saranga because it renders fairness to the complexion. Saram, angam, dadati, iti, sarangam, nama chandanam. Then lotus is called saranga. Conch shell is called saranga. Interestingly, it is conch shell is saranga because saram, shubhram, angam asyati, it's white color, and therefore saram is shubhram. Okay. Shiva's name is Saranga, Karpura Gauram Karunavataram. He is all white in complexion, and therefore he is also Saranga. An umbrella could be called Saranga because it could have multiple colors, right? Then flamingo or a crane is called Saranga. A cuckoo is called Saranga because Saram Gayati. See how the etymology varies accordingly. And then elephant, I told you, a bee. Saram, Madhuram Gayati. You know, the humming of the bees, hovering the bees, and they are humming in a sweet note. Runuzhunu re Brahmara. Sanditu avaguna re Brahmara, says Sant Jnaneshwar. So bee is also this Saranga. And then bow is also Saranga. Now bow is Saranga, it is basically Sharanga. If you know the Sharangapani or Sarangapani, the adjective is of Vishnu, it is made up of Shrunga. Shrunga is horn. So one who has a bow made up of Shrunga, that is horn, is called Sharangapani or Sarangapani, and therefore Saranga also means a bow. See, from night to light to bow to bee, this is the width of the meaning of one word Saranga. So what we have to do? Contextual rendering and interpretation. Here the other meanings like elephants and bee, they won't really apply. They don't feel, can't be justified. And therefore Sarangakshataya, this has to be doe-eyed Harinakshi or Mrigakshi. So this is how you have to focus. You know, if there are multiple meanings of a word, which meaning you have to adopt? That depends upon the context. So taya sarangaksha tvamasi na kadachit virahitam prasakte nirvane. And therefore the nirvana, the sukha, is always with you. The heart is always enjoying and immersed in the thoughts of the beloved. And yet, why paritapa? See, this is again an oxymoron, right? A figure of speech called oxymoron or virodha. Where there is nirvana, can there be chinta? Apparently not, right? Where there is nirvana, there is sukha, there is happiness. How can chinta be there? But here there is chinta, right? So this is a virodha alankara. Beautiful verse, chinta as a bhava. This is bhavodaya. Technically, this is a bhavodaya. and a beautiful verse in Shikharini Chanda, only one verse in the entire Malavikagnimitram in this Chanda. Shikharini Chanda, Yamana Sabhalaga, Yama, Na, Sa, Bha, La, and La and Ga. The last ones are Lagu and Guru. So beautiful verse. So he is apparently exhibiting the signs of what you can say, separated lover, or a lover who is not yet united. Separated we can't say because he never got united with her. He has only seen her once dancing in front of her, in front of him. Okay, Vidusha says, Alam bhavataha dhiratamujjitva paridevitena. A king has to be dhiro datta, dhira lalita, dhairya has to be there. So dhira mujjitva, forsaking, leaving aside, that dhairya of yours, you are just, lamenting on this paridevata, paridevana, enough of it. Alam tavat paridevitena. Interestingly, paridevitena and pariveditena, or paridevana and parivedana, are normally confused. Avyaktadini bhutani tatraka parivedana. It is parivedana, devana, not parivedana, it is paridevana. Avyakta nidhananyeva tatraka paridevana. So devana becomes vedana. We have to be very careful, This transposition of letters, that gives totally different meaning many times. So, alam paridevitena, drishta khalu maya tatra bhavatyaha malavikayaha priyasakhi bakulavalika. I have met the dear friend of Malavika. She is called Bakulavalika. And shravita cha maya yad bhavata sandishtam. And whatever you had asked me to do, that give my love message to Malavika through her Sakhi. So yatha bhavata sandishtam, sam plus disha, dishta, it's a past passive participle. So whatever you had told me, I have communicated to her. Raja is curious. Tataha kimuktavati, what did she say? Had she accepted my duty? Is she going to do that? Vidnyapaya bharataram, she has said, tell the master, anugrahitasmi anena niyogena. I feel privileged to have been entrusted with this particular task. Kintu, but there are ifs and buts, right? In the Siddhi, Sankalpa and Siddhi, there is much travel there normally for everybody, for everything. So, kintu sa tapasvini devya adhikataram rakshamana nagarakshitaha iva nidhihi na sukham samasadayitavya. But that tapasvini, that poor girl Malavika, she is being protected with extra care by Queen Dharini so that she won't be seen by King Agnimitra again. The queen knows the nature of her husband, right? And she doesn't want any more co-wife. She already has one, Iravati, and she doesn't want any more. And therefore, she is keeping her deliberately away. Like what? I have been always saying that even the prose dialogues of Kalidasa have alankara in that. So this is a upama alankara, nagarakshitaha nidhihi iva. Like a treasure which is being protected and guarded by naga, by a cobra, serpent. And this is our common belief, right? The miserly people, if they die without spending their money, without donating, and without enjoying for themselves, then what does happen to that nidhi? It gets dug up in the earth somewhere, and that miserly person becomes a naga to guard it even in the next birth. So naga rakshitaha nidhihi iva. See, in this simile, Kalidasa subtly has given the comparison that Malavika is like a nidhi. She deserves to be protected, but not by a naga, right? And Dharini is here, naga. Okay, so taya devya rakshita, like what? Naga nidhihi, naga rakshitaha nidhihi iva, and therefore na sukham samasadayitavya. How can we get her so easily? Sukham, sukhena. She can't be approached very easily because Dharini is there like a Naga, and unless Dharini is sidelined or kept away, we can't reach Malavi. Tathapi ghatayishyami, still I will try my best. Ghatayishyami. This is the role of the Sakhis, the Kamadutis they are called. They are the Kamaduti, okay? The love messengers. And Tathapi ghatayishyami, I will see to it that I will make it happen. Okay? I will make it happen. Raja is addressing Madana. Bhagavan Sankalpayone. Sankalpayoni is Madana. Sankalpaha yonihi nama prabhavaha asya iti. Bhagavan Sankalpayone pratibandhavatsu api vishayeshu abhineveshya kim tatha praharasi yatha janoyam kalantarakshamo na bhavati. Oh Madana, you are assigning me into such a difficult task where there are so many pratibandhas, so many impediments, so many hurdles are there. So it is like a hurdle race which I am going to complete. So many hurdles are there. And bas maze loot rahe ho. You are putting me in this trouble. Pratibandhavatsu api vishayeshu abhiniveshya kim tatha praharasi. And still you are striking me with the thoughts of love. You are still striking me so that ayam janaha, that is myself, kalantaraksamaha na bhavati, that I cannot tolerate any delay in meeting Malavika, in seeing Malavika. So I am so like desperate to see her again and again. I want her with me, but I can't even see her. Only ek jhalak. After that, she has disappeared and I can't even have a look at her. Savismayam kvaruja hridaya pramathini kvachate vishwasaniyam mrudu tikshnataram yaduchyate tadidam manmatha drishyate tvai. So Panchabana, Madana is called Panchabana. And the arrows which he has are all flowery arrows. Aravindam ashokam cha chutam cha navamallika nilotpalam cha panchaite panchabanascha sayakaha. So all flowers, right? Aravinda, ashoka, chuta, that is mango blossom, navamallika, the new jasmine, and nilotpalam, the blue lotus. These are the 5 arrows. Flowery arrows, very tender. But when they hurt, the arrows, when they pierce, they are very fatal. So it is at the same time mridu and tikshna. Again, a good example of oxymoron. Kvaruja hridaya pramathini kvachate vishwasaniyamayudham mridu tikshnataram cha. Mridu also and tikshnataram cha yadichyate tadidam manmathatvai drishyate. Only you have these 2 opposites residing in you, mridu also and tikshna also, because the pain, the agony, the vedana, not devana, the vedana which you cause by hitting those flowery arrows, they are very, unbearable. Okay? And therefore he says, the commentator says here, Loke mrudu sukumaram vastu tikshnataram atiprakaram iti yaduchyate tadidam tvai drishyate. Normally in the loka, whatever is mridu cannot be tikshna. Whatever is tikshna cannot be mridu. Okay? But tava ayudhasya mridutve api. Ayudha is mridu, but the karya, the accomplish, karyasya tikshnatva, the karya which they accomplish, piercing a person, a love-stricken, a love-smitten person, that is very tikshna. So, iti bhavaha, atra hetu karyayoho, hetu is mridu, but the karya is different. So, there is no karya karana aikya. Normally, as is the karana, so is the karya. We have learned in Vedanta as well, right? So, yatha karanam tathena karyena tathaiva karyena avashyam bhavyam. But here, hetu karyayoho mridutva santaparupa viruddha gunotpatti pratipadana vishama alankara. So there is vishama alankara. And then it is said, that's why it is said, Kva ruja hridaya pramatini, the agony which is splitting my heart, hridaya pramatini, and yuvar ayudha, which is, unfailing. When Madana hits, it has to be, he has to succeed in his mission, right? I mean, Shiva could not spare. Shiva was not spared by Madana. What to talk of the ordinary people? It is Kaimutika Nyaya. So, Kva rija hridaya pramathini, kvachate vishwasaniyam ayudham, mruducha tikshnataram cha yaduchyate, tadidam manmatha, manausi mathnati, iti manmathaha nama madana. One who smashes your hearts, one who tramples your hearts and stands there, victorious. He is Madana. Vidushaka nanu bhanami, tasmin sadhaniye krita upakshepaha iti, tat pariyavasthapayatu bhavan atmanam. Oh friend, I told you, Vidushaka says. Vidushaka is his Antaranga Mitra. And he is a constant associate of the king. And he is especially the minister for external affairs. That's right, external affairs. And therefore, I told you, I have already initiated how you can meet her. I have already had a word with Bakulavalika, who is so close to Malavika. She has promised me that she will look into the matter. Ghatayishyami, that is her word. So please have some patience. Don't be so impatient. You are not getting married newly for the first time. I mean, that is what is hidden. These are all dhvanis. This is not a newly marrying person. No, he is a much married man. All the kings in ancient India were Bahuvallabhaha Rajanaha iti Shruti. So, Pariyavasthapayatu Atmanam. Please console yourself and be a little patient. Atha imam divasashesham uchita vyapara parangmukhena chetasa kvanu khalu yapayami. The king is worried now. This is morning time. The whole day he has to spend. And this is yet another day when Malavika, I can't see. I have to do all my routine work, but I don't feel like doing that. So kvanu khalu divasam yapayami. How will I spend my day? Why? Every day you are spending your days, right? What is so special today? He says, Uchita vyapara parangmukhena chetasa. My mind, my heart is parangmukha, has turned back from what? Uchita vyapara, my daily proper duties. I don't feel like doing that. And therefore, with this heavy heart, I don't feel like going anywhere and doing anything. How will I spend the entire day? And then the night will come. So how will I spend that night too? Right? Nanu adyaiva prathamam vasant. Now Vidushaka is telling him how he should spend his time, because there is already a proposal from his younger queen Iravati. Because this is, the play has started on the note of Vasantagama. Okay, the play started with Vasantagama, and there were ways and means to celebrate the augmentation of Vasanta Rutu, spring season, and the spring was, celebrated by Dola Arohana and all. The husband and wife will do Dola Arohana. In fact, in the spring season, in the Chaitra Masa, we established the Gauri, that is also Dola Dhirudha Gauri, right? The Gauri also is on the Dola, on the swing. So this is the month of merrymaking, right? This is the season of merrymaking. So he says that Iravati has already sent you some flowers as a gift and has asked for Dola Rohana with yourself, and you have promised her you will go. So you should go to Pramadavana. You ask me, how will I spend my day? Here is the proposal, and you have already accepted it. Nanu adyeva prathamam vasantavatara suchakani raktashoka kusumani upayanam preshya she has sent you Upayana. What? Rakta Ashoka Kusumani, the red Ashoka flowers. But here there is a Pathabheda called Kurabaka flowers. I always tell you about the Pathabhedas, and after reading further ahead, you will understand why Kurabaka could be a better option than Rakta Ashoka. For two reasons. Rakta Ashoka in the royal garden, the Rakta Ashoka tree hasn't yet put forth blossoms. In fact, Queen Dharini is very eager to fulfill the dohada of the Vruksha, and that's why she has entrusted Bakulavalika and Malavika on that job. And secondly, Kurabaka is coming further on, after 2-3 pages, maybe in the same act, Kurabaka would come. So I feel instead of Rakta Ashoka, Kurabaka Patha could be better, though M.R. Kale, which edition I am referring to, and I'm prescribing this to you all. M.R. Kale has taken the Patha Bheda as Rakta Ashoka Kusumani. I personally feel it is Kurabaka could be a better variant reading. So she has sent that Upayana and Nava Vasanta Utsava Apadeshena, and under the pretext of celebration of Vasanta Rutu, Iravatya Nipunika Mukhena Prarthito Bhavan. Iravati had sent a request through her maid Nipunika. All nice names: Bakulavalika, Malavika, Nipunika, Iravati, right? So what is the message? Ichhami Aryaputrena saha doladhirohanam anubhavitum iti. I want to enjoy the dolarohana, the swing, along with Aryaputra. Aryaputra is a normal sambodhana for the royal people, for the kings, especially from the queens. And bhavatapi asyai pratidnyatam, and you have promised her that you will go. Tat pramadavanameva gachava. Let us go to the royal garden, Pramadavana, where you can enjoy. Pramada, prakarshena, madayati janausi. Raja says, Nakshamamidam. This is not proper. I should not be going. I should not be going there. Nakshamamidam. This is not a practical solution because my heart is not with Iravati. By courtesy, I just didn't disregard her request. That doesn't mean I should go there because, and then there is a very beautiful verse which follows. So this, throws some light on the characteristics of the king as well, So what are his personality traits? He may be loving another person. That doesn't mean that he wants to disregard or, harm or hurt his other queens. He doesn't want to do that. Nakshamamidam. Kathamiva, why it is not proper? And the king says, Vayasya nisarga nipunaha striyaha. Ladies by birth are very clever. Will she not understand that my heart is not with her? Apparently, I may be enjoying, with her the swing and all, but my heart is somewhere else. And don't you think Iravati will guess it? So it's not proper on my part to do that. Nisarga nipunaha, only nisarga nipunaha striyaha. You can single it out. Right? Normally, all the women are by birth very clever. Nisarga nipunaha striyaha. Katham mam anya sankranta hridayam. My heart has been transferred to somebody else. Anya sankranta hridayam upalalayantam, and still attending to her. Te sakhi na laksheshati. Te sakhi, your friend, that is Iravati, will she not notice that though I am attending her, though I am physically with her, my heart is transferred to somebody else, and I am thinking of her while I am with her, with Iravati. Ataha pashyami, and therefore I feel uchitaha pranayo varam vihantum bahavaha khandana hetavaha hi drishtaha upachara vidhihi manasvininam natu purvabhyadhikopi bhavashunyaha. And therefore he says it is better varam vihantum. It is better to drop the idea of dolarohana then go with her. Okay. Uchitaha pranayaha varam vihantum. And for that, if I want to drop that idea, bahavaha khandana hetavaha drishtaha, I can give hundreds of pretexts for not going with her, for not attending her, right? I can give her some royal kamkaz, chala hai, baitha hai. I am busy with some purohit, I am busy with senapati, I am busy with spies and dutas. And see, it's a king. He can make hundreds of excuses not to be with Iravati. So, bahavaha khandana hetavaha drishtaha, and therefore I should use one of these karanas, but not go with her. Why? Upachara vidhi. If I go with her and do that swing and all with her, it is only a formality. Upachara vidhi. And manasvinina, for people, for ladies who are high spirited like Iravati, like Dharini, these are all the queens, So manasvinina purva abhyadikaha api upachara vidhi. If I give more attention to her than what I used to give before, purva abhi adhikaha. So more attention I give to her because, I want to feel her that I am with her and, she is cared for and she is fondled and, she is like looked after by me. So I'll be doing extra. I'll go an extra mile to please her. But bhava shunya, that upachara, that formality will have no feelings in that. It will just be a formality. It won't have my heart into it. It won't have my feelings, my love for Iravati. And she, being a Manaswini, will easily notice that because Nisarga Nipunaha Striyaha. So better not have this idea. I can drop this idea altogether by giving one or the other excuse because it is easy for me to escape from this than be in it and be embarrassed, right? So rather than being embarrassed, I should prefer to. So varam na is better do this than do this. In English, we have that better than, like that. Varam na is a Sanskrit phraseology. Vidushaka reminds him, na arhati bhavan antahpura pratishthitam dakshinyam ekapade prishtataha kartum. The dakshinya which you have, antahpura for your harem, for your antahpura, for your janana, antahpura pratishthitam dakshinyam. When you are with one queen, naturally the other queen will feel left out, but then you have to be courteous while meeting the other queen who has not been with you for a particular time, right? So that dakshinya you have been using, oh my friend. Ekapade kartum. Now set it aside and, give some excuse for not doing the dola rohana is not proper. Vidushaka is not just external affairs minister. He is really a genuine friend of the king, and therefore he cares for the king's personality, his yasha, his name, his fame, and his behavior to all his queens. It has to be, as far as possible, uniform. And therefore he says, you have to be courteous. Though your heart is somewhere else, at least for a formality, she will be happy if you give your valuable time to her, right? So, dakshinyam ekapade prishtataha kartum, disregarding your courteousness, your politeness, your kindness is not good. Dakshinya is the word which we normally use for, stri dakshinya, courteousness towards ladies and all. How this word has come, interesting, etymology. I always tell you about the etymologies, right? You are laughing. So, etymology, it is from Dakshina. Dakshinya basically comes from Dakshina. Dakshinyam, Dakshinayaha idam, iti Dakshinyam, it is a tadhita. Dakshina is what? What we give in the yajnas, etc. So, Dakshinya basically means Dakshiniya, that which is worth giving as Dakshina. That is one meaning. It could also mean dakshatehe. Daksha is the root. Daksha is the root. That is to be skillful, skilled at something. Daksha. And therefore dakshinya, dakshasya bhavaha. So skill, capability. Okay, that could be another meaning. And dakshina from these two comes as kind. Dakshinaha vataha, a kind breeze, a very soothing breeze called dakshinaha malaya vataha, malayanilaha. Okay, not necessarily coming from dakshina, the southern direction. Normally malaya comes in the southern part of India, and therefore dakshina vata refers to malayanila, which is quite soothing and fragrant because it carries the fragrance of chandana. Malayagiri abounds in chandana. Malaye bhilla purandri chandana tarukashtamindanam kurute, right? Malayagiri abounds in chandana, and therefore the breezes or winds blowing from that southern direction, they are shitala and they are fragrant. Okay, sugandhita. So dakshina also is kind, and therefore dakshinya means kindness or politeness. So whatever is dakshinya and whatever is your skill of handling too many queens at the same time with equal treatment to all, right? So dakshasya bhavaha api tatra agataha, dakshinyam api tatra agatam. So dakshinyam ekataha ekapade prishtataha, ekapade sahasa. Sahasa, all of a sudden, giving aside or leaving aside, sidelining your kindness is not good at all. Then Raja thinks, yes, he is my genuine friend. He advises me what I should do. Vichintya, tenahi pramadavana margam adeshaya. Okay, let us go to Pramadavana. So he decides to go to Pramadavana. Then they come to Pramadavana, ita ito bhavan. Now this is on the stage, and you have to imagine, these are all Natya Dharmis. Bharata talks about Natya Dharmi and Loka Dharmi. Loka Dharmi is a thing which has in the practical behavior, we have in an actual garden means there will be a garden and there will be flowers and fruits and this and that. In Natya Dharmi, you have to enact as if you are entering into a garden, as if you are plucking a flower, as if you are smelling a flower, as if you are happy with that. So this is Natya Dharmi. This is only acting. Natya Dharmi is more of acting. Loka Dharmi is actual doing. Okay. I have been telling you like this once I think I told you in Swapna Vasavadattam, Tata Pravishati Vasavadatta Kanduka Kridanti, Kandukena Sah Kridanti. Now, if the Vasavadatta actually brings a ball and plays with that, it becomes a Loka Dharmi. But she comes as if she is, playing with a ball. She is giving it a catch, catching it, as if acting. That is more charming than bringing actual property on the stage. So here, Pramadavanam, they enter the Pramadavana, and he now, Vidushaka also describes the Pramadavana, the Vasanta Rutu basically. Vasantaha kila etabhihi pavanacalitabhihi pallavangulibhihi tvarayati iva bhavantam etat Pramadavanam pravisha iti. So this Vasanta is hastening you towards this Pramadavana. Vasanta Rutu is hastening you. As if a friend, he is bringing you to a beautiful garden and he shows you around his home garden. See, this is this, this is this. So Vasanta, as if a friend of the king, he is bringing him, holding his hand and making him, enter and enjoy the thing with what? Pavana chalitabhihi pallava angulibhihi. The leaves of the trees are shaking in the wind, and these shaking in the wind, there is a tremor, there is a gentle breeze, and that because of the breeze, the pallavas, they are shaking, and the shaking leaves are as if the anguli, the fingers of the Vasanta, through which he is, like guiding you. Utpreksha, pure Utpreksha. Raja, Sparisha Sukham, Rupayitva. As if, there is a breeze. So he will like act, oh, there is nice breeze. Sparisha Sukham. And he's so happy with that gentle breeze. Sparisha Sukham Rupayitva Abhijataha Khalu Vasantaha. Yes, the Vasanta is very noble. Abhijataha Uchchakulinaha Kule Jataha Abhijataha Vasantaha Sakhe Pashya. And then a beautiful verse of Vasanta Rutu, and how Vasanta Rutu, like it's a personification of the season. Vasanta is a season, but Kalidasa has personified the season, and there goes the verse, Amattanam Shravana Subhagaihi Pujitaih Kokilanam Sanukrosham Manasijarujaha Sayyatam Pruchateva Ange Chuta Prasava Surabhihi Dakshino Maruto me Dakshinaha Marutaha me Sandrasparishaha Karatalaiva Vyaprito Madhavena. Beautiful verse of personification. The king says, Kokilanam Kujanam. Because there is Vasanta, there is a sweet cooing of the kapus, okay? So Kokilanam Pujitaihi. How are the Kokila? Amattanam. Amatta, intoxicated. Why kokilas are amatta? Because it is Vasanta. See, in the Kumara Sambhava, the same Kalidasa, while Shiva is practicing penance, every day Parvati comes there and worships him with mala and all. Shiva is not at all perturbed in a bit. But the moment Vasanta enters, the gods have the plan, right? And then Vasanta enters with Madana. Madana is entrusted the task by Indra to do the Samadhi Bhanga of Shiva. Unless he marries Gauri, Parvati, Kartikeya will not be born and Tarakasura will not get killed. So this was all the divine design, right? So every day Parvati is coming and Shiva is not even looking at her. Even if he looks at her, there are no bhavas. But one day, Madana enters along with his friend Vasanta, and the whole Tapo Bhumi becomes Madana Bhumi. How everything changes. Beautiful description of Kumara Sambhava in the third Sarga, beautiful description. And even Shiva gets perturbed. Shiva gets perturbed, like, Chandrodayarambha Ivamburashihi. Like ocean getting a high tide at the rise of the moon. Similarly, Shiva also got perturbed, the bhavanas, coming up in his mind. And Uma Mukhe Bimba Faladharoshthe Vyaparayamasa Vilochanani. Beautiful description there. So Vasanta is personified. Because of Vasanta, because of this gentle breeze, even the kakus are unmatta or amatta. There is a Patha-bheda called unmatta. Amattanam or unmattanam, whatever you choose, okay? Amattanam, asamantataha mattana, kokilana, kujitaihi. How are the kujita? Shravana subhagaihi. Nectar like for the ears. Nectar is only for the tongue, nectar for the ears also. So Shravana subhagaihi, shrotrapeyam kujitam. Very beautiful, melodious cooing. Sanukrosham manasijarujaha sayyatam pruchateva. When you feel little low, what do you do? What do you do? Get some clip, some recording, some soothing recording, so that, it soothes, calms down your heart and your agony becomes bearable. So this Kokila Kujita is as if Sayyatam Prichateva Manasijarjaha. With Manasija, that is Kama, Madana, has caused some pain in my heart. And therefore I am grieved. I am grieving. The Kokila Kujita is as if like a balm on that vrana, on that, with the wounds caused by Manasija. And how it is done? Sanukrosham, sadayam, with all compassion, the kokilas are doing their gayana, and that gayana is soothing, having a balm-like effect on my wounds, which get automatically healed, and that they are doing so compassionate. Okay. So this is Kokilanam Pujitam Sayyatam Prichata Eva. As if they are asking me, is the pen little bearable now? Is the pain little bearable? Because of our music, we want to calm it down, subdue it as far as possible. Is it bearable now? When you put balm, right, it becomes bearable. So this is like, they are as if asking me whether it is bearable. And then what this Maruta is doing, the wind, Dakshinaha Marutaha, he is surabhi, he is fragrant. The wind is fragrant because of Chuta Prasava, that is mango blossom. Chuta is a mango tree. So mango blossoms have rendered that fragrance to the breezes, to the winds, and that wind is touching all over my body. Sparsha sukham rupayitva, right? Ange chuta prasava surabhi dakshino maruto me. He is as if, caressing my hand. Are you okay now? Are you little better? Sandra sparshaha. This Maruta is doing a very rendering a gentle touch to me. Sandra and little moist with what? Maybe the tushara the flowers are having, and fragrant because of the pollen grains and all. So Sandra sparshaha karatala iva vyapruto madhavena. I feel as if Madhava is Vasanta, Madhava is the Vaishakha month, Madhu Madhava, these are the old names of Chaitra and Vaishakha. Madhu is Chaitra and Madhava is Vaishakha, and Madhu Madhava Yukta is Vasanta, therefore Madhava becomes another name for Vasanta. Madhava we also know is the name for Govinda, right? Ma, that is Rama, Lakshmi. Mayaha, Ramayaha, Dhavaha, Bhagyam, Saubhagyam, iti Madhavaha nama Vishnu. Okay, so Madhava again, a whole name, different meanings. Here Madhava is Vasanta. So Madhava has as if extended Vyapritaha Karatala iva. If a friend is not feeling good, you just pat him on the shoulder, at the back, or just caress his hand. Are you feeling okay? Are you a little better? So this Madhava has extended his hand in the form of what? In the form of this gentle breeze, Dakshinaha Marutaha, which is fragrant also, which is moist also, which is quite soothing to my heart and to my body. Okay, so the entire personification, we know the season is not a person, but the personal traits are superimposed. It is not only the Sarpa is superimposed on Rajju in the Vedanta, it could be the superimposition of the personal traits, behavioral traits and feelings of persons, human beings, on the inanimate things, So like that, the Kokila Pujita is like music which softens your pain and soothes you. And similarly, this Dakshina Maruta is also like a soothing, giving a soothing effect to you. So this is a Mandakranta Chanda. Mandakranta, the entire Meghaduta is composed in Mandakranta. And this is a nice Utpreksha here, nice Utpreksha and Samasokti, and so many things are there. In fact, there is a Vachartha Samasokti. Samasokti is Sankhepena Ukti. Samasa is Sankshepa. You join two padas and make a samasa, right? Little bit of grammar. So here Vachartha is Pradhana, though it has Vyangyartha also. There is a Vyangyartha also, but Vachartha is Pradhana. What is the Vachartha? That Madhava is giving a Karatala Sandra Sparsha and Kokila Pujita asking about your whereabouts and all that. But then this is a Vyangyartha also is there. This is the personification. This is a reverse of Anyokti. Anyokti and Samasokti are reversed to each other. And here we have this Samasokti and Utpreksha. And so there is a Sankara, a mixture of samasas. Normally in the Alankara Shastra, in either Kavya Prakasha or Dasharupaka or Sahitya Darpana of Vishwanatha, you come across two types of mixtures of Alankaras, Sankara and Samsrushti, for the students of Alankara Shastra. So this is Sankara or Samsrushti. We'll talk more about it. You can have some little homework. This is a homework for you, the online participants. What is Sankara and what is Samsrushti? Both have the combination of two or more alankaras, figures of speech. So we'll discuss more about that in the next class, and hope you enjoyed this work on the homonyms, Saranga, Madhava. So many are homonyms are there. And we see you next Sunday at the same time, 9:30. Let us close today's class. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. See you next Sunday. Hari Om till then.